So I did a video earlier explaining the difference between the Toyota hybrid system and the Toyota Max hybrid system. But I want to redo it because we now have some cars that I can actually show you some things. So let's dive into this because Toyota now has two different hybrid systems. They are completely different and address some very different things. So the first hybrid system that we have is what is called the Toyota hybrid system, or THS. Toyota used to call it the Synergy Drive system. For some reason they dropped that. And it is essentially the same system that Toyota has used since the 2001 Prius was brought into this country. Now we're in the fifth generation of it, and the differences are amazing. I mean, they are much more powerful. They are reliable. They are amazing power plants, but it still operates under the same basic idea as the Prius did all the way back then. So this is the THS system. This is what it looks like under the hood. What you have here is a gasoline engine. You have two electric motors down here. Those two electric motors combine their power with the gas engine through what is called a power split device. It's not really a transmission, and this is really cool because it behaves like a CVT, or a continuously varying transmission. But unlike a CVT or a conventional transmission, there's no gears, there are very few moving parts, no belts or pulleys or anything like that. The thing is bomb-proof. It is amazingly reliable. I spoke to our service manager before I did this video, and I asked him, when was the last time we saw a Toyota hybrid that needed a transmission? He could not remember the last time. He's not even sure we've had one. Now, that's not to say that you couldn't abuse it badly enough to need it, but man, it is just super reliable. But here's the thing. The big advantage to this power plant is efficiency. This is the Toyota Crown. This is a limited, and they are all-wheel drive, and it's rated for 41 miles to the gallon, and that is a combination of in-town and highway. Very, very fuel efficient, and that is the point. That's why you get a Toyota hybrid system. But there's a new hybrid system in town, and it has a very different setup. So this is the Max. Anytime you see Max, they're talking about this power plant. This is a turbocharged four-cylinder, made it up with one relatively large electric motor, and it goes into a conventional transmission. It's a 6-speed automatic. Now, some weird things about that. It does not have a torque converter. The electric motor functions in place of a torque converter. Don't ask me to the details on that, but anyway, it's kind of cool. So what happens though, and the whole point of this is not really fuel efficiency, it's power. I mean, tons of power, intoxicating levels of power. Turbochargers are what give you boost. A turbocharger, the way that it works is it takes the exhaust gases, it blows a fan, and it forces air into the combustion chamber, and that forced induction gives you a lot of torque. Downside is it takes a little bit for that to spool up, meaning the engine has to be turning pretty quickly in order to achieve that boost. Well, as you're accelerating, you don't get that right away. That's where that big electric motor comes in. Electric motors develop all of their torque immediately. All of it right now. As soon as you hit the throttle, you're going. So the electric motor provides the off-the-line acceleration. When you hit the throttle, it's all that electric motor, and it's moving you, and it's moving you pretty quick. Gas engine is on, it's spooling up. As it spools up, then your turbos engage. Now, turbo, it's a single turbo. Your turbo engages, and now you've got that boost. So by the time you run out of power on the electric motor, by the time the electric motor is kind of spent what it's got, now you're up into where the turbo is getting you along. You've got power everywhere on this thing. It's amazing. I've driven this car. It's nice. It's really nice. That's not without cost. So let's take a look at the fuel economy on this one. This is rated for 30 miles per gallon combined. Again, city and highway. So yeah, not nearly what the conventional hybrid will do, but still not horrible. I mean, for a, 340 horsepower engine in a full-size car with an all-wheel drive system, that's not bad. The last time we had a V6 in a full-size sedan, it was getting about 27 combined. So pretty good. And this has more power than the V6 that was on that Avalon. So you've got power. Which one is going to be best for you? Because this is a choice you're going to have to make if you're looking at either the Crown or the Grand Highlander. And I suspect that we are going to start seeing this MAX system in a lot of our other cars that are currently available as just a hybrid. Maybe something like the Sienna, maybe the regular Highlander, we'll see. Now the MAX system is currently going into the Tundra and the Sequoia. It is scheduled to be in the new generation Tacoma coming out and the new Land Cruiser that's coming out. So this MAX system, I set up a little bit different on those vehicles, but essentially the same platform. Conventional transmission with a turbocharged engine. So tons of power. Do you want power or do you want efficiency combined with a track record that is just absolutely unmatched in terms of reliability long term? It's a tough call. It's going to be up to you. But I hope that this video helps explain the difference between the conventional Toyota hybrid system and the new MAX hybrid system. I'm Steve Clifford, and thank you very much to my sponsors and my employer, Sheehy Toyota of Fredericksburg and of Stafford, Virginia. Also, Sheehy Toyota of Laurel, Maryland. Visit them all at sheehy.com. Thank you for watching.